Good. Yes, then we go to the next session, and that is the topic that is announced as the last one on multi-business model innovation, leadership, management, and implementation. And we had just briefly a presentation of when we go into the action and act do on the right side of the model. But here we are talking more on a strategic basis on how do we work with circular and sustainable multi-business model innovation and leadership and management. And the topic um, is a topic that I actually worked with as an electric course, 10 ECTS, uh, at the University of Aarhus. Um, if we go next, uh, the questions that is raised here is how can circular and sustainable multi-business model innovation be lead strategically related to the circular and sustainable business model transformation, and how can we do a co-opetition, and how can that be helpful in a strategic sustainable business model, multi-business model innovation. And then we distinguish between leadership and management. And we also looked into what kind of strategies can we do in this field. So strategies and strategic level is a very high level in the business, whereas the management is a kind of managing the decisions that we have taken on a strategic level. So if we go next, so the proposal here is that you have many choices. Here you have the different dimensions of the business model, and over here we have different ways that we can lead and do leadership related to this business model innovation that we want to do, and in this case, circular and sustainable. So we have the the value proposition innovation. We have the customer, we have the value chain, we have competences, we have network, we have relationship, and we have the process. And then if you set this up, you get a kind of a canvas. Next. So when you have a business model that you want to make circular and sustainable, then you have different things that you can do. In general, you can you can work with 5 action frameworks. The first one is that you can create a business model. So you can simply take and find a new and design a circular and sustainable business model. So that is really from the green grass field. Then you could also exclude, or you could kill a business model that you don't like. So example is that the German energy business called E.ON, they decided that everything that had with black fossil energy, they would over some time, that is what you have as a strategy. You can say it's 5 year or 10 year, but over some time you would simply phase it out, and you will not have it anymore. So that's a kind of a way that you can kind of build up the business to become circular and sustainable, with saying, okay, 2030, I don't have any more that is black business models. So Volvo did it. They announced that from 2000, and I think it was 24, maybe earlier 23, they produce no more cars on gasoline and on diesel. So it's a very, you could say, tough way of saying, okay, we will strategically become circular and sustainable. We can discuss, of course, the details, but we simply do solve it with making a clean cut. And that is, you can say, sometimes a very, very drastic strategic decision to take. It would be equal to, for example, some work spaces in Denmark, some business, they have said from 2024, 1st of January, we will not have employees that are smoking. First step was that they made them go out to the roads, and then they could smoke out at the road sideways to the plant. But from this time, so this is very drastic way of doing. It's the same as in the municipality of Aarhus. From 2007, 1st of January, no ovens for firing and heating can be before 2008. You have to have the newest technology, otherwise you are not allowed to have such a fireplace. You can also decide that you want to keep the business model. In this sense, I would say, if you want to be circular and sustainable, then it should actually qualify to these criteria. You can upgrade it, or you can try to diminish those part of the business model that are not circular and sustainable. And here comes our tool again very nicely in, because if you go in and you analyze on your different components here, then you could simply look at which of these components in the different dimensions are very black, which of them are very green, and then you could start to elect them and pull them up and rank them, and then you can find out which of them you would go with and work with. You could maybe also say, okay, I don't want to do anything with customer. They can do whatever they like, so I don't want to change them. But some business have even said that we don't want to trade with customers that are not living up to the standards of circular and sustainable. We do not want, and this is maybe more often mentioned, we don't want to work with suppliers that are not living up to the standards. So this is 5 different ways of working with it, and of course, then you have the different dimensions, and then you can go one by one and have a look and see which of them you want to go for. You can see there's a lot of work here to do. It's not something you can just do over the night. And I guess, the other day we talked about the head of sustainable and circular business model. this is something that she or he has to build in the strategy. Next. Related to this, I have put up some literature, but it's a little bit more to the business model, not so much to the circular and sustainable. Next. And then you can go in and do a leadership, and you can do a leadership so you have different viewpoints. So next. So the leadership perspective that I'm trying to do here is I'm choosing one of the leadership perspective, because you can have leadership perspective on value, you can have it on customers, you could also have it on users, you could have it on value chain, you can have it on competences, network, relations, and process, as I talked about before. And then you can, in this one, you can map up simply where you are putting your focus. And in this sense, I have tried to go for the network and for the network innovation leadership. So what it means about it is that strategically, I'm trying to kind of lead the networks that I'm related to. So this is what this is about. So I'm taking the lead on this. If I was taking, for example, one of the others, I would do leadership in these areas. Next. So the idea here is that you have different business models, and then you place them in this canvas, and then you analyze which of these you would like to work with, and where do you want to lead them. And in this case, it's strategically we have decided that we will kind of do different things. So we have decided in this case here that we would like to try to address the network of our customers, and that can be very different from one case to another one. So next. So working with this, and also what I already have said, the raw material of this is that we work with knowledge, learning, and knowledge innovation. So, for example, if we have some network partners that do not know about circular and sustainable, then the first thing is, as we also learned in promotion theory, that is, we need to kind of make them aware about that this is a topic. So we have to go out to our network and tell them that this is the new agenda. And then we have to kind of lead them through the process. So I guess for those of you who have had marketing, you know about when we do the promotion, we kind of address an awareness, and then we have an interest, and then we have a kind of a desire, and so on. So we have these models called AIDA, and there are many models. We can drag them through in this sense. So let's go next. So this leadership is a kind of a chess game. So we have the canvas here, and then we play each of the business models in different ways. So it means that, for example, one business model it doesn't give sense to kind of move the customer, because maybe the customer is already at the end point. They are already willing to be circular and sustainable. Then it's better to choose one of the other areas, and that is different from one business to business model to another. And the aim is, of course, that we kind of try to lift the business over time so that we become more and more circular and sustainable. And we do that with playing the chess game. Next. In this sense, we have a kind of a field. We have some ecosystems up here. Maybe we choose that we will only go for one of the ecosystems. We have some technologies. Maybe we ask the customers that or the suppliers that they implement some technologies so we can actually measure very precisely what they're doing or what they are not doing. So, for example, in Denmark, all the fishermen they have video cameras on the fish boats. And it's because we want to be high on biodiversity and protecting the fish. So all the fishermen, they were ordered by a certain date to set a video camera out on the fish boat. And so every time they take up fish from the big sea, then they can exactly see what kind of fish are coming up. And if they are taking too small fish, then they have to throw them out. Even if the fish are actually dead. So you could say that's actually a waste. They're doing, but some fish they cannot, come up and then just be thrown out again. So then they also work with fish nets, with the size of the fish nets. They do a lot of initiatives, and at first sight, the fishermen they were ready to kill the minister of fishery in Denmark. They were so angry, so angry. And they simply did not want to do it. They protested and so on. But now it's embedded, and it's all over all fish fleet. I don't know how that is in India. Uh, I would think that it's not implemented, and many other countries. This is an example of how harsh the government can be. Yes, next. And then you remember this relationship axiom. We start to work in the relationship axiom with our suppliers, with our customers, with our subcontractors, and then slowly we build up an ecosystem that is sustainable and circular. It sounds very easy, but there we have to turn to some of the theory of network. And I'm not going to go in very detail with it, but there are some theory that talks about if you want to do this, how can you do it? Next. How can you get these here involved? How can you get some that are not involved in this action here? So another example before I go on is that this kitchen business we were talking about that were doing the fronters here, they were supplying to the largest kitchen manufacturer in North Europe. And this kitchen manufacturer decided, because they were pushed by their customers, that from a certain date everybody had to live up to a certain standard of circular and sustainable. And if not, no orders. All the municipalities, they have a regulation where you get, if you want to have the order, you have to sign and you have to document that you live up to the standards. Otherwise, no order. And some small and medium-sized business, they have had some of the municipalities and government or institutions for many years, and they had forgotten about it because they didn't think it was serious. Next day, they were out of business. So this is, of course, a very harsh way to do it. Next, 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 next. So there are some that talks about, and I think you can take the next one also, that you kind of want to do this, and now we're still talking about the network approach, and here you can work with network engineering and network transformation. So we want to change our network, and that can be done by improvements, small, tiny improvement, where we have mostly the focus on the internal activities in the network, and over here we have on the external, and that is to increase the turnover. Up here we have the situation where we have a network transformation. So it means that if we have had a black network, then we transform it into something that is more sustainable and circular, and that will often result in that it will be a new organization of network. It will, if it was our main focus on the green and environmental, it will make new green business model or new sustainable business model or circular business model. And that means that we will suddenly see that we will have new partners and new alliance. We will have new image and brands, and we will come out of our comfort zone with this. Next. So I just wanted to address that this is an area where you are taking the whole work with the sustainable and circular business model up to a much higher level, because now it's not a question of just tea business and its supplier and so on. You are actually having a situation where you have to involve partners that are outside, and some of them you have never actually worked with before. So it's a much more complex thing, and somebody has to take leadership on it. Somebody has to know the steps that we need to do, and this is called strategic leadership. Once you have formed the strategy and so on, you can go into management, and then you can have the management to carry out the whole process. I think I will not do more on this, because I wanted you just to have a little time on finalizing your case over here. Is that okay? If you want, I can't force you, of course. I'm not the government, but I can motivate. I would really like to see what you would come up with of a new circular sustainable business model. Yes? Yeah? Okay. Yes. Yeah, I think I need. You remove it. Okay. So, and no one is actually motivated to. But you came quite far yesterday, didn't you? Yes. So it's just a question of seeing what business model for the Rose Candy Tea Garden should look like. Hmm? But you didn't choose yesterday which of them. No, no, you're in the decision. Okay. Yes. Yes. Ah, yeah, that's right. Yes. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Over to the tea and take one of the tea. Yes. Sorry. No, you have to take one of those that you have discovered up here, or if you want to take a new one for the Tigan, and then put it down here, and then construct the business model that you claim is circular and sustainable. Yeah, the rose candy. Yes, yes. You just take one of the business model, not all, not all. Yeah, one, and then draw it up how you expect it will function. Yes. Yeah. It can be any of the business model. Only one. Only one. Only. Yeah, or you can take maybe also you think it could be a perfume business model, or it could be solar energy. Yes, yes. Uh, yeah, yeah. And the endpoint should be that at an optimum that you claim that this is circular and sustainable. It has to be sustainable, so that would be it should be hopefully profitable, yeah, and it should be green, social, yes, and then it should be circular. So it means that if you come up with a business model, you are not at the end point. If it's just sustainable, it should also be circular. So you're in on a very difficult task here now. But the nice thing is that it will go very quickly because you know the framework. So it shouldn't take more than 10-15 minutes. Okay, a little bit more. And remember, once you have chosen the business model, then you have to define the task, or maybe before, and then the task has to consist of these seven areas: time, economy, how radical it should be, how complex, and so on. So you put the umbrella so that you have that as a guideline when you go on with the business modeling. So, thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, so yeah, yep. So it means that you should make the guidelines for your business model innovation. Uh, because if you don't do the guidelines, then you will go like this. And if you want, we can put up the slide again so you can see the seven points. Um, if I, yeah. I think they are. I haven't seen. Yeah, I think it's a little bit further on. It's in a other folder. Uh, no, I think it's in other folder. Uh, I think it's. Mm, I can't see his folder actually. I think it was in lection. Let me see. I think it was 17 to 20. Just check it. Hmm. No, no. It was. Let me see. Do we have somebody for? Yeah, that one. It could go, be. It could be that one. Yeah, but that's LCA. Yeah, it was not that one. Uh, if it's not that one, let me see. This one maybe. No, no. Just one second. Yeah, if you scroll down. Yes, next. There you have the task. Yes. Uh, but we don't have the details, unfortunately. Uh, Let's see. This one, yes, yes. Here you have it. Great. Okay. So you're going for black tea? You're going for electricity? Okay, okay. Yes, yes, yes. And you want to make the electricity sustainable and circular? Yes. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll take samosa again. Kasuri. Okay. Kasuri. Yeah. Okay. It's made of tea or what? Okay. Uh, and it's healthy. It's healthy. Okay. There's no pepper inside. Okay. It's just air. It, okay. 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 Yeah. And it's sustainable and circular. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. I'll wait a little bit. So I'll take the tea. Yeah. Yes. That's good. So what you choose here? Mm. So you have you chosen any business model? The CTGC? Ah, general. Okay, okay, yes. So you want to make that more sustainable and circular? So just very briefly, the first thing is you have to find out what do you consider as the success criteria for the one you will innovate. Then which level will you work with? What degree of innovation? How much risk do you want to take or give? What when should this one be finished? So of course you are thinking forward and say, okay, it's in 3 years or it's in 1 year, and then how much do you think this will cost to achieve the innovation? And what kind of management style will you choose to make it happen? Is it one where you will be very uh, hierarchic or so on, or is it something where you will give them full space? They can travel wherever they would like in the world, and so on. So we have one group here with tea. We have one group here with black tea. Am I right? And we have one with green tea, and we have one with perfume here. No, no, no. With tea also. And what color is the tea? General tea. What color has general tea? It's black. Okay. So all groups have chosen tea. No, you don't have to choose another thing because I'm just wrapping up on what you have chosen. Yeah, yeah, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, okay, yeah. Now it's electric tea. How? Oh, I thought it was electric tea. Okay, electric tea. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. 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 I will order some and then we'll bring them up from Delhi. I think we have orange enough. Yes, yes. You need more orange? Yeah, I'll get it. And everybody can have the opportunity to download the case with the, yeah, okay, yes. There were no challenge on that one. Is it possible to download?
Yeah, yeah, it's possible to download. Yeah. I'm just trying to go and download the entire playlist, but I think it's not. That is a problem. So I'll have to download the individual videos.
Okay.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah, it must contain. It must be many megabytes.
That depends on whether we are downloading 1080 pixels or 720 pixels.
Ah, okay.
480 pixels is okay. Then
Yeah.
I think within 400 MB it will be there.
It'll be there. Okay. Okay. Yep. And if anybody can come up with a machine that can wash the hexagon automatically, that I would really like to talk to the person, because it's it causes a lot of challenge, yes, and challenge for those who are working with it. So a hexagon washing machine. What do you have in the middle? Yeah. You want the big one? You want the big one? Yeah, I find it. I find it. I find it. Which color? Which color? It's a black tea. So it cannot be green, of course, when it's black tea. Let me see. This one, yeah, yeah. Okay, one is enough. You want more? But you have only one. You have to focus on. Yes. So I.
I have a lot of work for you to do today
Oh,
because we have to wrap it up.
wrap it up.
Yeah, everything, the bills and the signature. There are a lot of forms that we have to sign.
Okay, okay. But we have people to do that.
Yeah, you just need to sign only.
Okay, I'll do that.
Everything I have already done.
Okay, yeah. Hello. Okay, yeah.